Boner is one of 5 jobs with great names advertised this year. What do you do for a living? It is the most commonly asked question when meeting new people, whether it is around the summer barbecue or at a professional networking event. Most people state run-of-the-mill jobs, but there are some everyday roles which sound exciting and can make workers the talk of the party. They also are relatively attainable and do not require a university degree. When choosing a career, it's best to stick to something you're interested in and which suits your personal aptitude. But if it happens to be one of these jobs, all advertised in the Saturday newspaper's careers section this year, workers can have a great job and also get a great reaction when they meet new people. More. Chucking a sickie on a hot day, a bad idea. Boner. Boners cut meat away from the carcass skeleton and major ligaments, so it is ready for sale, or into smaller pieces, so slicers can prepare it into the cuts required at butcher shops and supermarkets across Australia. They may specialize in pork, chicken, poultry, lamb or beef boning, but they need to be accurate in their work to ensure the meat retains value. The Employment Department finds 11,400 Australians are employed as meat boners, slicers and slaughterers, working in such places as abattoirs and other meat processing plants. A Certificate 3 in meat processing, boning room, is a good qualification to hold. However, many employers will hire staff on traineeships so they can work and study concurrently. Being able to purchase meat at special staff prices and working in air conditioning are some of the other perks of the trade. More. Jobs that let you travel the world. Robot welder. It may sound like these workers make robots, but they actually operate robot welding machinery by turning the robot welding process on and off and inserting and removing metal from the equipment. Hayes Regional Director Austin Blackburn says employers generally ask for existing robot welding experience when recruiting because it is a newly created position. However, we do expect the role to become more prevalent over the next few years, he says. The role of robot welder is the kind of job suited to someone who has worked in a process operating role. They will need to possess a high attention to detail and not get bored of the repetitive nature of the role. It is a role a good process operator could be trained to do. Dogman. A dogman works with crane operators to move heavy equipment. They ensure the equipment is safely and securely placed in a sling and then hooked onto the crane and help guide the crane operator to place it in the required location. A license to perform dogging is the preferred qualification workers can obtain through construction training companies and typically takes 5 days of training. Other licenses or qualifications generally are required, particularly the white card, to work on a construction site. Dogman falls under the construction and other mining laborers occupational group, employing 6,800 people, which the Employment Department forecasts will grow by 300 workers in the 5 years to 2021. Weekend cook. Many Australians regard themselves as weekend cooks at home, but there is the opportunity to get paid to do it. The large variety of employers, from community social clubs to restaurants, catering companies to residential aged care centers, means workers with varying skill levels can get jobs. An Australian Culinary Federation spokeswoman says workloads also differ, with some weekend cooks required to prepare meals for 30 people, while others may be serving 300. Most of our industry is based on the weekend, that's when everyone else is out playing, she says. You've got to like cooking if you want to do it for a career. There's a great skill shortage of chefs in Australia. You've got to be passionate about it. A Certificate 2 in kitchen operations is a basic qualification job seekers can study in 12 weeks. Jet vacuum operator. Water and waste management companies require people to drive and operate tankers, sucking up liquid to take for disposal with a vacuum or spraying surfaces using a jetting system to remove material or contamination. It may involve clearing a drain or dealing with hazardous waste. Workers should receive training from their employer on how to use the equipment, but a white card and other construction short courses can be an advantage for new workers. A heavy vehicle license also may be required. There's no statistics on the number of people employed in this occupation, but with sewerage one of the substances workers must deal with, no doubt there will be ongoing vacancies in future.